Why, hello again. It's Joycelina, and we are back on the just vanilla Minecraft server. So we are here today, and I'm trying to make some plans as to what I think is the best thing to do next. And you know what I really want? I really want to build my AFK Fishing Farm because, well, that's how I get stuff that I need, like mending books and all the really kind of essentials. So I'm trying to think of how I want to plan this out. And whoops, I did it again. And I am thinking that I would like to basically kind of create a path of water, or I guess like a small spring from up on the top there, maybe right out of the hill, and bring it down through the fields and down a little ways, and then create a pond, create a water area here, so that then I'll build my shack off of that. So we've got all this land, and like I said, there's no water nearby, and I really think, oh, that scared me. Don't scare me like that. Clearly somebody died here before. He really wants me to look at him. You're scaring me. Okay, so I think that is what I'm gonna do, is kind of build something meandery from up there and come down to about here, and it'll go through the farm here. So I think I'm going to keep this as a farm area, and I'll build a type of farmhouse here as kind of the beginning steps. So fishing shack, so stream, fishing shack. Ooh, that was loopy. And then I'll come back, because you've probably seen 100,000 people do fishing, the AFK Fishing Farms. So if you haven't, I will link to a fellow just vanilla server guy, Frilioth, who has done a video, and it will be easier. He does a great job of explaining it, and I will link to him in the description so you can see how it's done. And I will talk to you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, well, I have finished the stream, which I like how it kind of wow, that's shaky, isn't it, when I move that slowly? I like how the stream looks, and it kind of meanders. I did not fill it in completely in this area because I wanted the sound of running water. So sometimes the flows go a little cattywampus, but I wanted it to give that feeling and the sound of a flowing stream. And so I think it does that well, and we'll figure out something with the farm later on. But I did get down to here, and I dug down a couple of sections so that it goes a total of 3 blocks deep in the pond area. So I think I'm going to build the fishing farm right around this area. I don't want to have to wander too close to these hills and the trees before trying to get into some place where I'm going to be AFK, because then I really have to light it all up, and won't be able to see if there's mobs coming. So if I'm over here, it gives me a lot more flexibility, because the whatchamacallit, zombies can only see you from 40 blocks. So it gives me a nice wide open area to be able to make sure that nothing's spawning there, and that I'm safe going AFK in that section, while still kind of maintaining this tree line. I think I'd like to, for the most part, keep this area of the trees. I mean, this flat space goes on and on and on. So we have lots of room to build, and I really do want to do kind of a village feel. So this is only going to be one small section, which is the second thing I wanted. So I'm hoping to get my fishing farm done here. But the other thing I need to do is set up my Nether Portal, which I mentioned in the last episode. What I have to specifically do, though, is I have to determine and build the portal on this side first, then go back to spawn. Because if I go through the portal at that point, I won't know where I'm at, and it's a bunch of digging and trying to find my way up to the 115 section, and then trying to find my way to the Nether hub. So that's what I will do. But I've seen some really cool designs where if you build the portal big enough, you can, using stairs, and make kind of a design on both sides of it, so it doesn't look like just this portal standing out. And I think, so I'm pointing over here because I think that's where I'm going to have it, and that I want it to be somewhat of a kind of like either the marketplace or the center of the city. So I think that's pretty much where I'm going to put my nether portal. So I don't know if I'll get to that today, but one of the things you have to do, so whatever size nether portal you put here is the size that you have to have in your nether tunnel. So I need to determine how big of a nether portal I want here, and then make sure I have enough obsidian to build that size portal here and in the nether. So that might take me a little bit longer because I have to dig my way down and find lava. I can hear lava down here, so I dug a tunnel. And again, just like last episode, since I don't have stairs here, I'm whacking my head as I go down, which, it never used to bother me, but now it bothers me. I don't know why. So down here, as I get towards the bottom, I had heard some lava. Like I can start to hear it. It's in the distance, so I will go digging towards the lava. Oh, and I just heard a skelly. So there must be some cave area here. Hopefully it's not like one little spout of lava coming out of a wall, but it could be. So that's going to be on my list because I only have 20 obsidian right now, which is enough for exactly 2 nether portals. But I know now that I'm going to want to build a fairly large nether portal so that I can decorate around it. And so I'm going to wait till the sun rises and I will start on my AFK Fishing Farm, and I will bring you back to see it once I am done. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, so I went through the process of putting together my AFK Fishing Farm and found out that we've been having a little trouble on the server and it won't catch and it's not working, which has been a little frustrating. This is my second rod that I've used. I've even tried switching up. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. I even kept switching the time and didn't work. So I asked some other people on the server and they're saying, yes, in fact, other people's AFK fishing farms are not working. So it's built, and I don't know if it's a server issue. It might be that our server is lagging so bad at times, or is inconsistently lagging so that it's not working, or if there was an update and in the latest update it's not working. So I wanted to have somebody come out and take a look at it, but as I had mentioned before, I don't have a nether portal. So having anyone come out to, negative 3,400, 1,500, they're not going to come all the way out here. They're going to want to be able to come through my nether portal. And since I don't have one, I can't have anybody come and help me with my fishing farm. So that means I get to go to the next step, which is creating my nether portal up here and then trying to do some mining. So like I said, I think I'm going to have the nether portal somewhere in this direction. Looking at maybe right over here. Could do it on top of this hill and then or take this hill down a little and just have it. So I'm thinking, oh, hello. Well, hello there. Let's not party today. And you can go away. And I will take your gunpowder because that is very useful. So I think somewhere around here will be my town square, so to speak, or maybe out this way. Oh, look, I have not seen this. It's a hole. And I have no torches on me, so I can't torch it up. So, yeah, I think that will be over that way. Oh, you saw me. No? I saw you. All this grass, this is the most annoying thing about all the tall grass is that I can't see creepers until I'm like right up on them. Yeah, so I think this area might be a good place for the town square. Might lead into a mine or a dungeon of some sort, or an underground area. So that would be interesting. Yeah, so I will go ahead and do that and come back once that is all done. Okay, well, I am back from putting together kind of the framework around which I want to do the nether portal and the design. So let's go take a closer look at that and see. Although, while looking at it, in my head I'm thinking, what do I want people to see when they come through the Nether Portal? And kind of how do I want things structured? And we'll have this way, and we'll have this way. Well, this way, that's the AFK fishing, and that's kind of more of a farmland. I have a feeling I'm going to probably build things up going this way. So here I've made this fancy design, which here, let me pull back so you can see it. And now I'm thinking I need to tear it all down and rotate it 90 degrees. So I wanted to have enough gaps so that you would be able to see the purple. So once the Nether Portal is in place and the purple is going through, you'll be able to see the portal and the purple from the portal, but then you'll see some of the detail of what I've created with the stone. And I'm in the process of cooking up some stone so that I can maybe differentiate between some of it being cobblestone and some of it being stone brick and stone brick stairs. What I don't have is I don't have access. I've not been to a jungle yet. So I don't have vines, so I can't create mossy cobble or mossy stone brick, which I probably would use a mossy stone brick. I actually don't like the mossy cobble. The green on that is way too bright and bold compared to the mossy stone brick, which is much more of a muted color, and it goes better with everything. So I'm going to go ahead and tear all this down, all my hard work gone, and reset it up in a 90-degree angle so that when you come into the city, you'll be facing either this way or that way, which is a cool view as well. So I will bring you back once that's all done, and I'll get to work on that. So there it is. I decided to put up a pedestal here. Let's go see it. I decided to put up a pedestal to kind of lift it up. I thought this is going to be this big grand thing in the middle of the city, or at the beginning. It might even be the entrance and have this be more where the city begins. But with such a gigantic display and the pattern in it, I thought, wow, it needed to be lifted up. So when it was just sitting on the ground, it seemed really, really awkward to have this. So I really like it with some half slabs and some stairs to come up. So you'll see I just have dirt where the obsidian's going to be, but I wanted to see what that looked like. And as we go along, we can do more in the way of decorating it, especially with lighting. Ooh, I should put some torches up now. With lighting so that when you come in, you're not going to die. There's not going to be stuff spawned all over the place, because eventually all the torches will be gone and replaced with other type of lighting. So I'm trying to think out really what kind of buildings I'm going to build. So, I've been standing on my half-built house over there. But definitely, I think wood is not my favorite look, to where you just have woods. I think I want to do at least cobblestone, or on what would be considered the wealthier areas, do stone brick, at least for the base, maybe even for the first floor will be that. And then the top, I know when in the last area when I first built a house, I used wool, but I think I either want to use the concrete or the bone block, or at least some items from the mesa, so some of the terracotta, and have that be like the second story. So haven't really thought that out, but the biggest thing is I wanted to show that off. It looks really great from a distance, and yeah, I'm really excited about that. So now to get working so I can actually do the portal and get all the obsidian that I need. There is one other thing. When I was trying out my fishery, where'd it go? It's in here somewhere. How come I can't see it? Don't tell me I lost it. I had a saddle. I was gonna go get me a horsey. Don't tell me it was all in my head. I don't see a saddle there. I don't see a saddle there. Well, I'm gonna have to go find my saddle. That's crazy. Or did I put it in the crafted item? No, it's not in there. Oh, that's so frustrating. So if I don't have one, I'll go fishing for one because I'm ready to have a horse as well. So once I get the obsidian and we're ready to travel, we're going to travel by horse. I'm certainly not going to try to do that all on my own. And these cows are very noisy. So, okay, so I'm off to do some searching for obsidian, or searching for lava and creating obsidian, and looking for a saddle. So I will see you when I get done with all of that. Bye. Well, I found a small lava pool, and then I checked up here and found an even larger area. And oh, wait a second. I've got my sounds turned up because, well, you know, I was looking for lava, and the best way to do that is to make it really loud so you can hear it. And so, yeah, then I came back and found a small cave. Now, this one leads to another pool of lava, a much larger pool, I think. Yeah, so I think I'm going to get my obsidian here. So I'm going to need, I have 20 obsidian now. I'm going to need a total of 44. So it's going to take me a little while to mine all that out. And once I get that done, I did find my saddle. It was in the chest where the AFK Fishing Farm is. So I was panicking there. I was looking in every single chest, couldn't find any. So very glad to see that I have my saddle, and then I will hopefully tame a horse after I get some obsidian. So I will come back to you in a minute. Morning has come, and I got the obsidian that I need for my Nether Portal, and I'm cautiously looking for mobs that might explode on me while I'm trying to secretly do this. Yeah, somebody had mentioned our rendering is a real problem on the server. So I think it's still, we have quite a few people on, and that might be causing some of the issues with like the AFK farm and the rendering. But given that, I think it is time for us to put in this Nether Portal. I'm really looking forward to doing this and having it done, seeing what it's going to look like. So we will, I got some extra just in case I goof up somewhere. Did I see a creeper? Oh, no. I'm telling you, I'm paranoid with all the tall grass. It makes me think, oh, something's going to get me. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this looks like with, once it's lit, being able to see the purple in between everything. Hints of the black of the obsidian, because I noticed that I could see the dirt from a distance. So I'm thinking that I'll probably be able to do the same with the obsidian. Just see the black around the edge. And the last one in. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, and it's done. So let's see what this looks like at a distance. Run over here. Make sure there's nothing on the hill. I know there was a skeleton out here when I first turned around. So there you go. Oh, I really like the way that looks. That looks really neat. So it kind of sets the stage. Oh, see, I knew there was something. You can't see me through the tall grass, just like I can't see you through the tall grass, except for I can see you enough that I shall kill you now. Because I want to get up here and take a look. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well, it looks like I forgot some detail on this side that is actually on the other side. Some cobblestone stairs, which I don't have on me, do I? Yes, I need to go get those. Finish that up. And then I think the next thing we're going to do, so like I said before, I found my saddle at the fishing farm. Scared me to death. You saw me looking through everything. I can't find it. It's not here. Yeah, that was not fun, to say the least. So I'm going to go and see about the horses over on the other side over there and see if there's any of them that I want to have as my very own. I don't know what I'm going to name it. Haven't gotten that far yet. So which way does this go? Does it go upside down? It goes right side up. Right here. There? No, that would be upside down. It goes right side up and right side up. And those were cobble, right? Yes. Okay, so that is that. And yeah, I'm going to have to fill in some of this space because it's too close to the edge right there. Kind of awkward. And we'll be putting in pathways. So this will probably have a grand pathway that then narrows down and meanders in different directions. Trying my best. I don't want things to be too straight, although off of the town center it might be okay to have it a little bit straight. Okay, so are these the only horse? So I'm going to get a spotted pony. Looks like it. Or do I want an all brown one with the... You look kind of cute. What are you at? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm supposed to have an empty hand. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. Come back here. There. You don't have a ton of hearts. As far as health. Okay, what about you? Oh, you. I like this. 15. Yeah, that's good. You and me, we're going to be friends. As long as you don't kick me off into the ravine over there. Oh, come on. Come on, I'm sure you'll love me. I'm really nice. I'll feed you every now and then. No? Oh, come on. Here we go. That's it. I know, I can sense it. You're very close now. You're even closer. Oh, you are a stubborn one. There you go. See, look. I have a saddle for you. I don't have any armor yet. Oh, off we go. This is it. We can go. Actually, it's this way. We can go to spawn. But I do not have enough meat. 3 meat is not going to be enough in case something happens. So let us go. I don't think you're a very good jumper. That's not your specialty. So we are going to go off, get some meat, and head towards spawn. I haven't been there since, probably over a week. So it'll be interesting to see what collaboration the server folks have done, and if there's anything new. So that will be interesting. Okay, I don't have anything to tie you up yet, so you stay right there while I cook some food. And I will be back with you probably once I get back to spawn. Whew, Horsey and I have made it to spawn, so let's go see what else is new. Yeah, it did take actually a little bit longer than I had supposed. Trees are really hard to get by when you are on horse. Not only that, it is very mountainous, and there were some rivers that we had difficulty crossing, because I think once they're more than 2 blocks deep, Horsey will not cross them. So we had to find some paths around both dark forest area and some other forests that we were trying to get through the trees, and then crossing some rivers. So let's see what is going on around here since the very first episode. Well, actually the second episode, because I died the first episode and had to come all the way back here. So clearly they're working on some stuff, and I don't know what this will ultimately be. There's some signs. I think this should be the event area because it's flat. Well, that makes sense. It looks like something's being built over in this direction. And some chests trying to gain resources. Please don't put items in here. Please do not touch. Okay, so donations in here, please. Well, I don't know what we're donating to, but clearly a nice job is being done here so far. So special supplies for games. So, wow. Well, I guess this is going to be the event area because clearly it has been flattened out. A lot of work has gone into doing this. So, one of the community builds, I know the admins that are on way more often than me have been working hard, and this is looking awesome. Over here, this seems to be a very nice building that's going to be starting. What's over here? I like the fountains. This is market area. Do not build within 1,000 blocks of spawn. Still being set up. Please wait until stalls are made. So this will be the area where we will be able to have stalls and sell our goods. Oh, so this is not a minuscule build. Oh my goodness, this looks awesome. Wow, I think this is even bigger than the last one. And this is so helpful when they have the ender chests there. So you can see this is stuff I got when I very first started. I put some stuff in there so I would have it later on. Yeah, so each of these will be stalls. These are way bigger stalls than we had on the last server, which is very helpful to be able to have something big enough that you can have several items. Before, they were probably only about 1, 2, 3, about 5 blocks wide. So this is an additional 2 blocks of storage space. That will be very, very helpful. And this place is not well lit, so let's go into the Nether Portal. Hopefully it's tall enough for Horsey to fit through. And then I'm gonna have to pull up my calculations. And you know what? I calculated based on like a rough area that I thought I'd put up my Nether Portal. I did not get the exact ones for like where my Nether Portal should be, but I am not going all the way back there. So Horsey and I are gonna just brave it. Maybe, maybe not. So I will come back to you when I've made it back to home. Okay, so we've finally set up the Nether Portal on this side, and we'll be able to walk through, and hopefully, if all works out, we will end up exactly where we're supposed to be in our base. So let's take a look, see where we end up. Now, I couldn't make my tunnel. I ran out of, my pick died. Oh, we're here. We're here. And just as the sun is rising, so there shouldn't be any bad guys around. That is fantastic. So my pick died before I was able to tunnel out. So I did a small tunnel, put in my Nether Portal, and then I was working my way back to get my Horsey, but he is stuck in the Nether tunnel. So let's get all this stuff up here. Let's try that again. There we go. And let's create another pick really quick. So half the diamonds that I had stashed in. Oh, I guess I could have made that on the other side, huh? I didn't realize I had diamonds with me. I'd forgotten. Oh, I can't enchant it. I don't have any lapis. Let's see. I've got 25 levels, but I don't have that many books. So I'm not going to be able to do too great of an enchantment. Let's see what is available. And add the lapis. Unbreaking 2. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Lag. Okay, so I'm going to head back and get Horsey and bring him home. But I think that is good enough. Oh, you know what? I will show you one thing. I was very excited to learn that I'm not that far from the end portal. I have not made it to the end yet. And they're in the process of building an ender farm. I haven't done any of the flying, so typically, oh, and see, this is what I mean. There's people have just decided to mine out tunnels everywhere. This is actually natural. It doesn't lead anywhere. I checked already. But, you know, it's simple math to do. If you calculate, you can determine the x-axis and z-axis you need to be on. But it seems like some people did not actually decide to calculate properly. So they went, you know, a short distance down the tunnel and then decided to do a really long tunneling job, I guess. I don't know. But I was very excited that just this is going to be a main tunnel, so once the server is more established and they have time, this will all get hollowed out to fairly big. The packed ice will be put down three wide, and yeah, it'll be a great way to head off to other people. So similar to this, head off to other places. So I was very happy. Oh, that's Speed Rider. But really close to me, not far at all, is to the end portal. So once they're actually collecting things. So once the Ender Farm is created, it will be very, very close. So cobble donations for the Ender Farm. I'll take a look at what I have and donate what I can. And then also close by is a public desert, which is fantastic. So I don't have to try to travel a real long distance to get to those items that I need. So anyway, I think with that, I'm going to head back home. I'm going to dig out the rest of the way so Horsey can come home with me. And I will see you next time.